I know that Jake can't fight.
Would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I'd laugh at him.
This is boxing, y'all. And it is a sad moment because there are people out here, whether you're a fan or you're a promoter, that will actually take this stuff so serious that they're willing to pour their hard-earned money into a publicity stunt. But we're going to talk about that as we move on. So welcome to my channel. Grab some popcorn, subscribe, and enjoy the show. So why would this even be a thing in the first place? And I'll tell you why. And it is for one simple reason. Hate sells more than love, and fake or a fantasy sells more than the reality.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
If you give people the opportunity to see their fantasy come to life, even though you know that it will never happen, as long as they think it will happen, they will put everything on the line to make sure that fantasy takes place. And they will keep falling for this same tactic over and over again.
Jake Paul will officially be fighting Gervonta Davis on November 15th. It's going to be an exhibition match that will be streamed on Netflix. This is insane. We got their stats and all right here. I am glad to see Jake Paul is finally fighting an official high-level elite boxer. But Gervonta, this better not be no sellout shit. I don't want to see you on none of that goofy business. I don't give a fuck if it's an exhibition match or not. There is no reason on this planet Earth that Jake Paul should ever beat you in a boxing match. Yeah, I understand there's a height difference. Yeah, I understand there's a weight difference. Yeah, I understand there's a reach difference. But I don't give a damn about none of that. Gervonta Davis should be putting belt to ass. Now, Jake, this is your chance to prove us all wrong, because I never said that you weren't nice. You can box. I just don't think that you're that nice.
How many times have we seen this? We have seen this with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. We have seen this with Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. We have seen this with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. And yet, people do not seem to get it. But now, we're going to see this with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis.
Why?
And the fantasy, the fantasy is that people already know that Jake Paul will lose. People are willing to accept the fact that Jake Paul will lose this fight. But that's not what they want. They don't want to see Jake Paul lose. What people want to see, or what the average viewer wants to see, they want to see Jake Paul get destroyed.
This is a sickness, but I enjoy it.
They want to see Jake Paul get knocked out, because a loss at this point doesn't matter to him, because he already lost to Tommy Fury. He just wants the money, and that's what Gervonta Davis wants as well. But us, the viewer, the average person, wants to see Jake Paul knocked out. Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have y'all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video.
My first pro fight was in January of 2020. I've never fought a professional boxer this experienced, and he's never fought someone my size. He's 30 years old. I'm 28 years old. We're in our prime. If I win, I just beat one of boxing's greatest and pulled off the impossible. If he wins, he gives you all what you want to see, sends me back to YouTube. But if he loses, that whole little image of toughness and badassness goes all out the window. All from the little hands of a YouTuber, Jake Joseph Paul.
And even though we all know that that's probably not gonna happen, they are still willing to pour their money into it just for their fantasy to come to life. Now, I'm just a boxing fan, and I like to watch boxing here and there. And this is how I feel. So I cannot even begin to imagine how people that work so hard to be at the top of this sport feel when a YouTuber or a former YouTuber, now current boxer, can do something like this in such disregard for the hard work, for the talent, and for the sport as a whole.
Why?
We must take a look at the other side though, because I cannot also be delusional and be hating on what is going on. There's a reason why this is happening in the first place.
Doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him.
And let's make one thing clear. I do not blame Davis at all for taking this fight, because everybody or most people in his position will probably do the same thing. Money makes the world go round. Money answers all problems. So if you do these things that you love and you can also make money from it, why won't you take it? Especially when you can make money and not take the damage.
Nice.
Who would throw that deal away? A lot of boxers cannot garner the attention that Jake has, and in a way is letting people know, or the promoters know, that this is the future of boxing if you do not wisen up and do what you need to do to get the fights that people want to see. People are only paying to see this because Jake Paul has been able to use his hate, or the hate that people have for him, in a way that people want to see him lose, but not just lose, but lose badly. That's what you call amazing or an excellent marketing strategy.
This is a sickness, but I enjoy it.
Most boxers don't have this. Most boxers outside the ring don't have a social media presence. And with the world beginning to be more socialized or more connected in a global way or a global market, if you depend on your promoters to continue to promote you and you're not as good or have a clean record in the ring, there's really a limit to what you can achieve when it comes to garnering the attention that you need to make money from the fights that you want to have, and thereby being able to take care of your family and your loved ones.
Fuck.
Netflix wants to make money. Boxers want to make money, and they also want to win fights. And above all this, people want to take care of themselves. Nobody likes to fight. Nobody likes to get hurt. So if you can make money with the least amount or possible damage that you can receive, who will not take that deal?
These exhibition things are, like, really and truly, they should all be when your career is done. Like, when you think of Floyd versus Logan Paul, like, it's done, right? Floyd versus Conor. Did he have one more after? Was that it? I can't remember. But it was right at the end. It was done. Right at the end. Even if it wasn't, right at the end. These guys having these exhibition fights in between what is the peak of their career is kind of weird for me. Very, very weird. And then it isn't even comparable to Ngannou Fury, because at least these guys were the same size. Like, Jake Paul is a 215, 220 pound guy. I don't know what he walks around at. Gervonta fights at 135. I'm guessing he walks around about 155. Like, what? Like, Jake Paul, boxing, like, anything goes in it. Boxing is the sport where anything is allowed. Like, I mean, they were close to allowing AJ versus Jake Paul. You know how dangerous that is? And now, anyway, that they've sanctioned, or I guess because it's now exhibition, you don't need to sanction it. These guys are going to get it on. I don't know if it's going to be 2-minute rounds. I don't know if it's going to be 8 rounds. I have no idea what this is.
So this is just a warning, or I say a prediction if things don't change. People are going to start investing into fantasy boxing. Not because it is any better than the real thing or than the professional athletes, but because people love influencers more than athletes. And if you cannot garner the attention, the love, or the hate, whichever side you fall on, for people to support you or hate you by investing their money, what is the point? So, apart from just being talented and focusing on your business and focusing on your craft, one should probably also learn to market themselves properly without depending on other people. And this is not just for boxers or for athletes, but for every sector of entertainment, because this is where the world is going. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.